What is up, guys? It's Nightly19 here with my review for episode 7 of Star Wars Rebels. Now, as usual, I'm going to give you a recap of the episode, give you my overall rating, and write down to my top 5 moments. So, starting with the recap, Kanan and Ezra try to protect Zebo, resulting in a confrontation with Imperial forces led by the Inquisitor. When a tracer is found on the Phantom, Kanan and Ezra ride the Phantom to the abandoned clone base where the Frinox are, while everyone else takes Zebo to Fulcrum. The Inquisitor follows Kanan and Ezra to the base, and while there, Ezra unleashes a giant Frinox with the use of the Force. In the end, Kanan and Ezra return back to the Ghost, where Sabine gives Ezra a picture of his parents. Overall, I'm giving this episode 8.5. It wasn't a strong mid-season finale like Gotham was. I feel like we should have gotten like a big closing as to what is the fate of his parents, if they're alive or not. If they're alive, then we can go into the back half of the season, trying to find Ezra's parents. But, that's just me. I feel like these shows, like these new TV shows, aren't really, taking the idea that we should know something about the plot lines that they started in the middle of the season, or in the beginning of the season, and then in the middle of the season, the next couple of episodes in this season, we find out more information. Like, we're not left on through this 4-week break with theorizing, what could happen between these characters next. This show, Star Wars Rebels, isn't like Gotham, Arrow, or The Flash. Really, it's more like a childish kind of cartoon. They don't really take much time into like the plot threads and stuff like that. Like Gotham has so many plot threads, Arrow has plot threads, The Flash, and so not so much Legend of Korra, I would say. But I just feel like they should have given us some information on Ezra's parents, and then we go into the next half of the season finding his parents if they're alive. So in this episode, Ezra connected to the dark side of the Force. So I hope that in the second half of the season we learn something about the dark side of the Force. It would be really cool if Ezra had ended up joining the dark side of the Force. Almost every Jedi has encountered the dark side of the Force on accident when they're first exploring their powers, or they just fully accepted that the light side of the Force is hopeless and that the dark side of the Force is more powerful. A perfect example of this is Anakin Skywalker. I mean, he joined the dark side of the Force just so he can save Padme. However, he ended up killing Padme, and he just accepted his role as a user of the dark side of the Force. So, if we see Ezra joining the dark side of the Force, like he becomes the Inquisitor's Padawan in the second half of the season, that would be really great as well. So, now to our top 5 moments, starting with number 5. Sabine gives Ezra a hologram picture of him and his parents.
Happy birthday, Ezra Bridger.
Number 4. Ezra connects with the Frinox. Number 3, Kanan versus the Inquisitor, round 2. Number 2, the opening scene, the Ghost versus the TIE Fighters. And my number 1 moment, Ezra uses the dark side of the Force.
Ezra? No.
So, that is it for my review for this episode of Star Wars Rebels. What did you guys think? Did you like this episode? Leave me your thoughts in the comments below. And remember, I'll be doing reviews for all episodes of Star Wars Rebels this season. Be sure to subscribe to catch them. Subscribe to my other channel, Jedi Knight for 50, for fandom vids on Arrow, DC Comics, and more. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, and Facebook for updates on Star Wars Rebels, Legend of Korra, The Flash, and more. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.